everybody, what's up? I'm Coral. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the books that I bought in June, and actually this is gonna be a shorter thing, a shorter video this month than normal. Good for me, I guess. my bookshelves are probably uttering a sigh of relief. Is that something you do? Do you utter a sigh? I don't know. Anyway, my bookshelves are getting filled up and I've only got space for not that many more books, and then I really don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Anyway, I've got a couple, let's see, older vintage books. I've got, I don't know, just some shit. So first here is The Stepsister by R.L. Stine. This is a Fear Street book, and this is about Emily, and she has a new stepsister named Jessie, and she's very concerned with Jessie's behavior because Jessie is doing bad things, but when Emily tells her parents about it, Jessie lies and gets away with it, and things start to escalate, and Emily starts to believe that Jessie has committed murder, and what else is she hiding? I don't know. We'll find out when we read The Stepsister. I also have a Christopher Pike novel here. This is Road to Nowhere. This is about Teresa, who is running away from home, and as she's driving, she picks up two hitchhikers, and they're telling her their stories and stuff, and I don't know, something must go wrong at some point. It says, as they talk, a darker story unfolds around them, a story of life and death, of redemption and damnation. It will be the longest night of Teresa's life. Maybe the last night of her life. Then I found this Condor by Graham Masterton. And you know, I don't think this actually has anything to do with a condor, but condors are one of my favorite animals. I really love birds of prey. I think my top two are the condor, the California condor, and probably the harpy eagle. They're so cool. They're so big. If you see them in person, oh my gosh, their wingspans are like 8 feet. They're just huge. They're so cool to see in person. So like when I saw this and it was called Condor, I was like, well, I have to get it no matter what it's about. But I don't think it actually has anything to do with condors. In fact, I think this is a political thriller, and it sounds like it has some of those really great, I don't know when this is published, I'm assuming 70s or 80s, 83. It has some of those great 80s tropes about, Nazis. So this says, a front-running presidential candidate with a sinister past, a deadly virus that defies treatment. A Nazi war criminal now working with the Russians. Oh my gosh, this is too close to home. Only 2 people have enough information to save America from a devastating new plague and the first American Fuhrer. And they don't know it. Condor. So I don't know, is Condor like a code name for something? I guess I'll have to find out, but I do really enjoy this cover. It's just so silly, and condors are ugly birds, but they're not that ugly. This condor looks like it needs some fucking, I don't know, a vino lotion. Looks like a gross old ball sack. I also picked up, I don't know, I found this on Thrift Books. It was on my wish list. I know I've heard of it at some point. Things just get put on there. But this is Fatal Prescription by John Griffiths, a doctor without remorse. And I know this does ring some bells when I'm reading about this. This is about Dr. Charalambos. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but I believe this man was maybe Greek, or at least from the Mediterranean, if I am remembering right. And he has a habit of getting involved with female patients, and one he marries, and now he's been married to this woman who he's known since she was, I don't know, young. Very creepy. He was her family doctor, and now he's starting to do the same thing with another young female patient, and I know it ends with her murder, unfortunately. So that's really all I can remember. I'm not sure where I was recommended this book specifically, but also sometimes I hear a case and I'm like, ooh, I wonder if there's a book about that. So maybe that's what happened. I don't know. But here it is. All right, this next one, interesting. This is Island of the Blue Dolphins by Scott Odell. Probably many of you have at least heard of this. This is a book that we read as a class when I was probably in 5th or 6th grade, I think. And what prompted me to pick this up was that when we were in Santa Barbara a couple weekends ago, we went to the Santa Barbara Natural History Museum, or Museum of Natural History or something like that. And they had a full exhibit about the Chumash tribe, which was a native tribe native to that area. And I think that this woman might have been from a different tribe than the Chumash, but I can't remember. Anyways, this book is about a teenage girl who is separated from her tribe. They live on an island and she is out doing something and she comes back and she's alone on this island. And she doesn't know where they've gone. She's got like a dog, a wolf or something like that. And what's kind of interesting is that in reality what happened is that some white folks from the inland came and like evacuated the island and told the tribe that they needed to leave. They couldn't live here any longer. And I can't remember if, from what I read at the museum, if they had a reason for that or not. But so she was out like foraging or something and she comes back and her tribe's like absolutely, they're just gone. So she is stranded basically without anybody else and she has to survive on her own. In real life, eventually someone came back years and years later and discovered that she was still living there with her dog. And, you know, they made her come to the inland at that point, and I believe most of her tribe was not alive anymore, which is really unfortunate. But also, don't quote me. If that's interesting to you, you should definitely look info about that up by yourself. But this is why I wanted to read it again, just to see how things compare. The real life story to this. This is supposed to be based on that, so there you go. Jesus. I also picked up My Absolute Darling by Gabriel Talent, and this is about a young girl who has lost her mother. Her father's a survivalist, a really hardcore survivalist, and she's trying to get away from him, and I don't know anything more than that, and that's all I want to know about it, I guess, before I go into it. Then I also picked up this middle grade book, The Haunting of Henry Davis by Catherine Siebel. This is about a girl named Barbara Ann, and she has a new student at her school named Henry Davis, and he seems to kind of, I don't know if he doesn't necessarily fit in, but he seems like he's just kind of a lone wolf, like he just hangs out and keeps to himself, and she finds out that he's being haunted by this ghost, and so they want to help Henry get rid of his ghost. It sounds really cute and nice. All right, and then the rest of the books here are all from subscriptions. I got my first just book adult subscription from Fairy Loot this month. I am so excited. This book is so cool looking. I have never fucking heard of it, but it's called Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson, and it says, known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect crown and country from magical forces and otherworldly evil, but their greatest enemy will come from within. There are whisperings of a prophecy that will bring the coven to its knees, and 4 best friends are about to be caught at the center. Will, Helena, Nom, Leonie, and Elle. I don't know about half of those names. I don't know about my pronunciation. But will they be able to stop the prophecy before it's too late? Or will the differences that have seen them grow apart since childhood be too great to overcome? Life as a modern witch was never simple, but now it's about to get apocalyptic. And okay, so this is very cool. It's got sprayed edges. I have no fucking idea what this says, but it looks metal as fuck, I'll tell you that much. Some sort of Latin, maybe? I did take like a couple of Latin courses. I mean, not courses. I took a couple days of Latin course. Oh boy. And I have no fucking idea what to say about it. But also, look at this. Holy cow. This is so cool. I can't wait to read this and just like have its cool hardcover be out. Very cool. Very freaking cool. Okay, and then the rest of these books I have not hauled yet. These are from the last two Nightworms packages, so that would be May and June. May's are up here just, I guess, because they weren't included. They didn't come in time to be included in my haul. So I'm not going to go through the synopsis for these, but I will leave clickers for both of those if you'd like to watch those unboxings. First, we have Beautiful Atrocities by Ross Jeffrey. This came in June's box, as well as Twilight at the Gates by Mark Allen Gunnels and Stargazers by LP Hernandez, which sounds so cool. And then we've also got the books from May, which were Jawbone by Monica Ojeda, and also Just Like Mother by Anne Heltzel. So those are the books that I got this month. I'd love to know if you've read any of them and what you thought about them. July will be a month where I have a birthday haul, so I for one am very excited for that. I don't know if you guys are, but I am. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Goodbye.